Um, we're leaving off immediately from where I was in the last stream. I'm a cute little critter. I kind of like this because I don't have to hear my own character's voice acting while I'm tabbed out. Okay, but we can no longer be a little critter anymore. I need to dip from this form. There we go. Log in, and what do we have? Oh, we have the daily login, don't we? I still haven't claimed my free 5-star. I don't know who I want. Here's the thing, I'm very biased towards the Luke, but his constellations are not that good. And I already have C4 Gene, and C4 Gene is busted for Animo teams. So yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do with her. I'm probably going to go for Tenari, because let's be honest, his constellations are pretty good. I don't have him leveled at all, but eventually Tenari would be very, very good. See, I already have him at C2. Are you kidding me? But yeah, I heard Tenari C4 is pretty good also. Oh my lord. I'm sorry, y'all. Clearly, I just don't play this game. I said the same thing when I streamed Wuwa earlier today. Wuthering Waves. God, what else is here? Oh, the Archon. Oh, the tribal quest. Yeah, so this, I'll probably do in a later stream. There's a ton, like these are tribal quests are long. I would love to do the one for, God, what is that thing called? What are they called? I don't even remember. Anyway, yes, Archon quest. Let's do Act 2. I need to do this event. This event is already gonna go away in a week. Like, I'm still trying to work on the Archon quest here. Okay, where is it? Okay. We're doing Act 2. Things happen with Molani here, and now, I think we're gonna go follow up on, what's her name? Kachina. We're probably gonna follow up on Kachina to see where things are going now. You make new friends amongst the people of the springs and leave memories behind. It's good to take a break before embarking on a new journey. Wait until 2 days later. I hate it here. Look at that. Zip, tick, 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 tick. I hope the gamers are doing well today. I am so incredibly exhausted. Just the epitome of exhausted, but we're out here doing the Archon quest. Because I need to finish this thing. I feel like such a clown for not being done yet. Let's see, what do we have? Oh my gosh, all these Freemo gems that I did not redeem. Who do I have for an icon now? Oh, we have Kachina. This is ridiculous. Oh, it's Chongyun's birthday? Okay. Okay, well, I promise you we're gonna start this quest like in uno minuto. I just need to clear this out. Okay, where am I going? Take a walk around the people of the springs. I just expected Child to run up this like I was playing Wuthering Waves. I feel so dumb. I wonder if that one lady is gone now. The way she was talking seemed like she was gonna be gone. So, what are we gonna do now that we wrap this up?
Paimon feels like a whole new Paimon after those 2 days in the hot springs. The abyss
Ether makes
threw
me
a
so
wrench in our
happy.
relaxation, though. Still, spending time here really has felt like a vacation. The Kaholasaurs are so nice and so fun to play with. Their bellies are super bouncy. Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. She gave Paimon some for the road just this morning, actually. Yelling at some kids who got caught throwing stones in the hot springs, so not much has changed since we first met her.
Hey, you guys.
Milani.
Sleep well last night?
Yep, This area is so nice.
Her tattoos feel so
Glad you
awkward to
like
me
it.
because
I
Milani's
was
tattoos
thinking
just
of
look
taking you guys
like
out to do some sea fishing.
reverse
Later
sun
tonight, we can eat
tanning,
whatever we
if that
catch.
makes sense.
Fresh fish is absolutely delicious right off the grill.
She's
Hey,
trying to
Milani.
chase Chipper,
Yeah? What do you need?
especially
The
after what
team sent
happened
out to fight in the
before.
Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina?
Oh,
Is she back
Kachina.
as
Oh,
well?
we're not even gonna go
Kachina
check in on her.
fell in battle.
What?
But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the rite of resurrection will be held
Fell
in the
in
stadium soon.
battle? She died?
That's a relief. The Abyss is cunning, and it was
She
her first
died!
time. Mistakes are bound to happen.
Oh my, okay, maybe it's a good thing we
Exactly.
didn't go over there.
She
Genshin
deserves
would
to
not
hold
be
her
bold
head up
enough.
high.
Look,
Alright,
look,
thanks
we
for
just got
letting
our
me know.
first playable character death,
We'll head out in a
guys.
bit.
Everybody wanted it, and now she's getting brought back. She fell in
Jeez,
battle.
She sounded a little anxious there. Had me thinking it was bad news for a moment.
Mulani, you said the Abyss was cunning just now, but it seems like the Abyss just wants to destroy everything.
Yeah, they sure do.
Think about all those monsters that attacked your tribe. If there really was some sort of cunning plan, wouldn't it make more sense to send them to attack Kachina and her small team? Not that Paimon wants them to be in any more danger.
It's
Relax, I get it. The Abyss is difficult
The
to
Abyss
understand,
is
that's
awful.
for sure. At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The Abyss isn't a living entity after all, so what capacity for logic or planning could it possibly possess? But through our long history of fighting the Abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple. 500 years ago, the Abyss invaded
yes,
Tibet.
during the age of Conria.
That's right. Conria suffered greatly
There's
during
her
that time.
vision
So
behind
did
her
every other
twin
nation in
tails.
Tibet. And Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the Abyss. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed little by little. Our tribe's waters were contaminated. The Children of Echo's territory was overrun by dangerous sludge surging from underground.
This sounds all so awful.
Unrelenting black winds tore across the lands of the Flower Feather clan. It was like each disaster was designed for a specific tribe.
So the Abyss understood the foundation of each
Exactly.
tribe.
We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of primal instinct. But its methods are, in truth, marked by intelligence. We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read the memories of this land at any given moment.
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning. Almost like it knows you inside and out.
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate it, even after all this time. Luckily, the problems left behind by the Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various Pyro Archons we've had over the years. Now every
They've
tribe is
had
prospering
so
and things are
many
looking up.
apparently. It's
I mean,
really
just
weird
look at what
because
we
the
managed to
previous
do a few days
regions,
ago. We totally fought them
the
off.
Archons that replaced the original were already still there. You got A, you got Nahida, you got Farina, Nuvalet. But here it seems like the Power Archon's been revolving door of a job position. Who knows how long it will take for
You
this
must
war to
have had to
finally end,
sacrifice a
huh?
lot to get to this point.
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future where we get to stop fighting. Responsibility, duty, unavoidable burden. Everyone in Natlan views the war differently, but I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And the efforts of all who fought against them will become a story for the ages. To think that my name could survive in ballads passed down to future generations, it's kind of
You want to
romantic.
be the one to free
Everyone
everyone.
has something that drives them forward, you know? Be my guest. Heroes are always welcome in Natlan. Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can wait until Kachina's back with us. The sea's not going anywhere.
Chapter 5, Act 2, Black Stone Under a White Stone. Go to the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. Oh my goodness gracious, I almost walked like a peasant. So yeah, I can't believe Kachina died. Literally died. But off screen. Like, it's just so funny to me how we're just kind of like, oh, well, at least she's getting brought back. Is that a Yansan? I think I saw Yansan in that group. Eon-san.
This place is packed already.
I want to
Of
roll for
course.
Eon-san.
No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our heroes back from battle. It's their moment of glory. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
These expressions are. She's trying to imitate Kachina. That was so silly.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind of person who likes being the center of attention.
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kinich!
Kinich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission
gonna
ran
be
longer than
rolling for
expected,
him.
but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani. Is everyone all right?
Yeah, it's all taken care of. Our new friend here's got some tricks up his sleeve, by the way. He's just as strong as Kachina made him out to be.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right. Someone will come out and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
I don't know how to feel about that person's hat. It reminds me of the Viridescent Venerer set. The green one that we saw earlier.
Warriors of Natlan, heed the call of life. We are the inheritors of memory
Cannot believe I haven't been
legend.
spoiled on any of this, by the
Those
way.
who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our
I
own
pledge
destiny
allegiance.
and
No, I'm joking. I'm
future.
joking.
That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Oh my gosh, girl. So, do you want to explain to us how you can do that? Are they gonna start singing? Are we gonna be singing a song of conquest and fate? Oh, the tale continues on. Glory passed through generations. Okay, this is really cool. It reminds me of it's almost biblical, almost, this chanting. I don't know to me. Maybe it's just all religious chanting, you know. This is really good though. Ether, how do you know the lyrics? Well, did it work? Whoville? Don't compare to Whoville. Oh my god. You come out of lurk just to call it Grinch Whoville? Hello, reality.
I could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
Huh?
What?
She's not dead?
What does that even mean?
That means either she's not dead or something went really wrong.
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something
It's
went
like
wrong.
Phoenix Wright, the body's
going on?
gone!
This has never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all.
What?
Think about it. The Ode rekindles all victors. We witnessed it countless times.
So, you're trying to
Since
suggest
the
they
Archon couldn't find
ran
Kachina in
away?
the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory.
Oh
than
my
meets the eye.
gosh.
Hey, you just haven't gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage.
Oh wait, these are the same guys that
both
got
of
pissed
you.
off at her.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got scared and ran
They're
off.
such assholes.
Why would the YUB recognize someone like her, even if she was on the winning team?
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Point. I'm
Calm
still
down,
trying to
Milani.
think. What could
There's
have
no point arguing
happened?
with the
Could
likes
she
of
have
them.
gotten kidnapped, I
Can't
wonder?
sit here and let them slander her
How
like
do they
that.
know that she fell in
To
battle?
insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You.
Think about it, everyone. Who do you think is really at fault here? A girl who never should have even gone to war? Or the great Pyro Archon? Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
She hasn't even said anything this entire time.
It's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory. Maybe the Wyab interpret victory in different ways?
I mean, that girl didn't look all that strong to me.
Oh, now they're all trying to backhand her. What is she thinking?
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No! She's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face it head on. We don't even know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see who truly deserves glory.
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration and celebration. However, the failure of today's ceremony is undeniable. Kachina has not been rekindled.
Miss Ma'am. Okay, her Ahoge is very, very silly. However, she do got that aura.
I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against
Yeah,
others.
yeah.
I didn't mean it that way, Archon. I just...
If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer.
She
if
really
you
said,
wish. But now
I'll
your
step on
chance.
you.
You have concerns? State them.
No, of course not.
Even though I have said nothing to change your mind, then it would seem the truth never mattered to you at all.
He just wanted a
That
chance
guy
to
doesn't even have
backhand
the courage to answer the
Kachina.
Pyro Archon's question. So much for all that glory talk earlier.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? It's extremely important to me. I know you said you were investigating the situation, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friend sooner, you should join the investigation.
Really?
So, what do you say?
Of course I'll join.
In that case, come see me in the speaker's chamber.
We should join them.
Oh, if
Eon
it's not too
san?
much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat.
Me, but if Kanich can go with
Rest
me,
assured,
sure.
everyone, I'll keep the tribal chiefs informed on the progress of the investigation. Once again, I apologize for the outcome of this ceremony. If there are no further questions, let's part for now.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not. Y'all know I'm very
did she
fruity.
just
However, I just
ask
spent
us to
like
come
that whole
along?
dialogue screen of
I
hers.
believe she did.
But focusing on hers is
I'd like to
freaking
know what's going
zipper.
on myself.
I realized. Wait a minute, she got a zipper. Zipper right in the middle of her dress. Oh wait, Kanichi's going with me. Hooray! We're all here.
The situation is urgent,
I'm not
so I'll get
even-
straight to the point. Kachina
I'm
is
not even
undoubtedly a hero of
bi. I'm
Natlan,
not even
and I'm
bi.
deeply sorry this
I just
happened to her.
noticed. I was like, wait a minute. She has a
There's been
giant
unrest in the
zipper.
Night Kingdom,
Look at that
but I
thing.
don't know what's causing it. As a
She's
result,
covering with her hand.
I've been unable to track down her location. Until we find
Unrest in the
and
Night
address the cause of
Kingdom.
the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection
So
will
the Abyss is
continue to
doing
be
some
ineffective.
shenanigans to make the resurrection ritual
And
not
that
work.
means Kachina won't be able to come back?
Oh, so she really is dead.
That's
Okay.
correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
Yeah.
How long will that take?
This is still a ridiculous power for Natlan to have, though, to bring back the dead. I just wonder the implications of this power existing now.
It's hard to say.
Or, well, now us being aware that power exists now.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss. Of
Oh my
doing
gosh,
her
if you hear my
part to
dog barking,
defend
I'm sorry.
Natlan.
He's just an absolute crybaby.
She wasn't afraid of death because she knew
Also, I like
If it
that
came
the
down to it,
Whoville freaking
the Pyro Archon
singing,
would be there to
chanting is
bring her
going
back
on
to
in the
life.
background.
whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection. She was supposed to come back to us. We were supposed to hug her and celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now?
Save
Sit
her!
peacefully
We
and
have
wait
to
for her
save
return?
her.
Lose ourselves in grief over her death? Tell me, are we her friends? or her murderers.
That's not fair, Mualani.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. Kachina's life means a great deal to me, Mualani. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind if I could.
So what do we do to do this, though?
But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue we are now facing. Considering the recent attack on your tribe, I believe the Abyss has found a new means of undermining the rules of our nation.
You mean...
The Sacred Flame. The foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties.
So the Sacred Flame
if we
is
stop
supposed
altogether,
to
the Sacred Flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale
repel
up
the
their
Abyss,
attacks, and
or
tragedy
the
we
Sacred
saw
Flame
with
is what gives the
people
power of the
Springs
resurrection.
will only be the first of many.
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the lesser of two evils. Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo.
Turnfire.
Weighing the costs
What?
is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel. But we need to understand it if we want to approach this rationally.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you. And unlike Kanich, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action is less painful.
I don't know how to feel
is it?
about Malvika's outfit.
I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable
I
over
think
the
the
other is
spikes are
disrespectful to
supposed to
people
like
who
have
suffered.
her outfit supposed to, like her earrings, for example.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the pilgrimage.
It's
the
supposed to give her
consequences
some
will
type
be
of
equally painful.
parallelism with the sun.
Yes.
But at the same time, it just
What
looks
happened
like
to
she's
Katrina
like a
breaks my heart. I couldn't bring
biker
myself to
almost. It doesn't make
sacrifice other
sense.
people for her sake.
And that is the crux of the problem. It's not simply a matter of choosing the lesser of two evils. Either way, there will be people who suffer. And the end result will be the same. Belief in the pilgrimage will waver. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to
But
break
yeah, all
the
those
rules that
spikes,
make the
I
Ode
think
of
that's,
Resurrection work.
obviously what they were
It's to
going for
destroy
is
the
they're trying to
people's faith in
compare
them.
her to the sun
To
itself.
prevent what happened to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that is my current plan. And in the meantime, I've made efforts to strengthen each tribe's defenses.
Honestly, out of
Then,
all the
we have to
Archons
find
we've seen
another
so
way
far,
of
I
strengthening
think
the
she
sacred
might be the
flame to
most
keep the
competent.
Abyss at bay. This won't be easy.
Well,
I'll need
as a first
time to
impression,
figure out the
Nahida got it
best
together,
approach.
but it took her a bit.
I understand your anger, Mualani.
And Farina has
But I
Nuvolite.
hope that provided some clarity, at least.
Wow.
Raiden's close
I thought things
close
were gonna
also.
Get heated for a second,
But Venti and
but
Zhongli
the
are kind of
Pyro
just
Archon took the
retired.
time to explain everything so patiently.
I owe you an apology, Archon. I let myself get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right. We need to focus on finding
But
solutions.
yeah, ever since Venti and
We
Zhongli,
can
I
always
do
hold the
admit though the
pilgrimage
Archons have been
without
getting more
sending
and
a team to
more
fight in the
for
Night
the
Morning
people,
Wars.
if that makes sense.
That way, we would still
Raiden,
be able to
sort
fuel
of,
the sacred
question mark.
flame.
I mean,
I've
now she
considered
is,
that, but
just like
the two
Nahida.
events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss, pilgrimage rankings lose their prestige, and competitor numbers will drop. With fewer participants, the amount of contending fire produced will decrease, and the vicious cycle will continue indefinitely.
So, essentially, the Abyss has taken Kachina hostage.
Wait, I was right! She did basically get kidnapped. So what happens if you stay in... I'm gonna compare the Night Kingdom to, like, the Void, or not the Void, Purgatory.
You've learned about the concept of ley lines during your travels, yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar.
How do you even get
Staying
into the
there
Night
for a
Kingdom?
short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss
It's
in the
obviously you
picture,
have to die,
it's a
but
different
do you have to
story.
die specifically in Natlan?
Your sense of self will be devoured until eventually you become one.
Oh my
with the
gosh,
sea
it
of
is the
souls.
Void!
Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river. You can try to scoop up another cup, but there's no chance it will
Oh
be the
my
same
god,
water
it's
you had
literally the
before.
Void.
I won't sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently facing.
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these problems need to be addressed. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame. I will go search for Kachina.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return.
So question, how do we get in
Do you
there
still choose to go?
Kachina's waiting for us
if
to
the
rescue
only
her.
way to get in
That's
there
all that
is to
matters.
die?
I failed to protect her during our campaign, but I can make it up to her now. I choose to go as well.
Traveler? What do you think?
Girl,
Understood.
we're literally the
Then
warrior
I'll
of light.
support
We
you in
have to
any
go.
way I can. The Masters of the Nightwind have a technique that can extract an ancient name from the ley lines. If we can find Kachina's ancient name, I can use the link between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom. Then comes the hard part. You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls?
I was
Can we
about
even
to
go
say,
there?
we literally...
Under normal
we get there?
circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
That's fine by me.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
I expected Chaska to have a much more southern accent. Yeehaw!
Well, if you're going, Traveler, Paimon's going too.
Sitlali of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the Wyab. We call it the
So
Spirit Speaker
Sitlali,
Stone.
I think that name we
It was
heard
originally
a
used as
lot
ceremonial
before
artifact
in
wielded
marketing
by
for
the tribal
Natlan.
chiefs. But that
I think
spiritual
Sitlali's gonna be
quality
playable.
Also means it can be used
I
to
don't
search
remember.
for an ancient name.
I don't remember everything, but I remember that, name.
was
I
the
remember that
artifact
name
I delivered to
Sitlali
the
being
Scions of
mentioned.
the Canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be hearing about it again so soon.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the success of this operation. Besides, you're the ones helping me. I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation
So
to be
you know
serious.
about me. Yes, Dainsleif has hated the Abyss. That we know
Ever
for
since
years
you
now.
arrived, I've been
Unfortunately,
hoping to
Dainsleif
meet
is
you
nowhere
and
to be found
offer
around
you
here.
Natlan's highest level of hospitality.
So, yeah, you've heard a lot about me, huh?
Why?
Why? Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
Girl, every time we go over to a new nation, I think 3 times now, we've been put on the hot seat. Well, technically 4, but 3 times we actually were about to get put in jail ourselves. Well, actually, no, in Fontaine, we weren't actually... We got in trouble, like, 1 time in Fontaine, actually. For the other times, we actually weren't the ones in trouble. We were trying to help other people get out of trouble. But for sure, in Inazuma, we were on the hot seat. In Liyue, we were sort of on the hot seat. Sorta, I guess, yeah. And then in, oh my gosh, in Subaru, we were literally thrown in jail.
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, you know, in the middle. But our reputation's solid nowadays.
Well, I'm glad to know that we aren't being put on the hot seat around here in the nation of hotness. Wow.
That's more like it. After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate.
Yeah, I have a feeling once we get to Natlan, the Sarita's gonna have a ton to say about us, huh?
Perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk about that some other time. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance.
Well, I'm glad that we can be
There are
friendly with each other
important
early
things to
on.
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She wanted us to give this to you. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you. She said you'd know what that means.
Is she gonna throw this into the fire, I wonder?
I didn't think this
Why
day would
does
come so
Malvika have a
soon.
mole?
The flames of her life force. I can feel them flowing within the talisman. If things were different, the 2 of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. We're supposed to be hot spring buddies after
Oh,
all.
y'all 2 were friends?
But don't worry. This talisman means a great deal to me. I'll take good care of it.
Isn't
And once
Atea
this is
literally
all
on her
over,
final days?
I'll pay Atea a visit.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of contending fire. But that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right. Even now, the production of contending fire is far from sufficient. The gradual corrosion caused by the abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro energy. And we're
What?
currently at the breaking point.
Oh, that's
As things
bad.
stand, the pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength to defend the tribes. The abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a
Eon-san
direct
has been here
consequence
not
of
saying
that.
a single word.
We can't
Hello.
let the
Oh,
general
hello.
public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
Another simple choice. The latter was clearly the better solution. But you chose otherwise.
I
Girl.
have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest sacrifices. Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little longer.
You mean?
Yes. Come with me.
What does she mean? Hello? I'm glad that Act 2 is already a much stronger start than Act 1. I thought Act 1 was fine, but
The
this is
sacred
like, we're
flame
really
must
digging into the
never
story
go
now with
out.
Act 2 here.
Not only does it strike fear in the abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are ready, I will sacrifice my power to keep it burning.
But that can only last so long. I think we should focus on the remaining ancient name bearers.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment. Those chosen by the Wyab have already embarked on their destined path. It is for them to decide how that journey ends, not us. All we can do is support them.
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice, it's not right.
If not me, then who? No other is capable of sustaining the
Is she
sacred
gonna
flame.
die?
I possess great strength, but I'm
Is she
not
actually
above my
gonna die
people.
herself?
This is part of my duty.
Your own pyro energy. Cutscene! The Fatui! They're here? Now, what are they doing here?
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with.
Capitano, the first of the 11
secret of the
Harbingers.
Is no secret to me.
Jan-san and Kanich were ready to fight him. She took his sword.
And
You
since the
took
oath made 5
Kanich's
centuries
sword.
ago remains
Kanich's sword.
unfulfilled, what use is the gnosis in your
Wait, she has the
hands?
gnosis? Oh, of course she has the gnosis.
I don't know
Duh.
what you mean.
You probably should keep it in a safer spot, girl. She has
In times
shades.
of crisis, someone
So I
must
assume
pick up the
Capitano is here
mantle
for the
of salvation.
gnosis.
Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before the dawn of a new age, the old must be destroyed.
He took off his cloak. Oh, he's cryo. He has a cryo sword.
I assume that's the end of your speech? Good.
Are they gonna
People
fight?
like us. Let our
They're
slaves
fighting.
do the talking.
Oh, I wish I could play as her right now. But this cutscene's still cool. Oh my gosh. Well, Capitano has been very, very hyped up for years now, and he is finally here. And he is exactly the way I expected him to be. Well, sort of, for now. But Cryo, I didn't actually expect him to be. I kind of forgot that they're supposed to all have elements to them too. And he's number 1 of the Harbingers. He's supposed to be really, really strong. Like, really, really strong. Like, Tartaglia's like, it just flat out admits that he could never beat this guy. For now. For now. Strong enough to even face the gods. I will never get over the fact that she just stole Kanich's weapon. I cannot imagine this trying to run on PS4 or even on phones. Like, this is just a visual spectacle. I'm so excited for Genshin to someday have an anime. Yatta! Oh my gosh. A brawl is surely brewing. So, who won? You okay, girl? Oh my god, she gave him a run for his money. Uh-oh. Did he retreat?
Huh?
He ran away.
Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
The captain. So yes, all the Fatui have formal names, or they're acting names actually, and like, father is called the Knave. She's called the Knave. Senora was called the lady. The doctor is called the doctor, and he's terrifying. So yeah, and he is called the captain.
He was a formidable opponent. Exactly what I would expect from the first of
the first of the Harbingers.
I never imagined someone could match you in combat.
Ridiculously strong, he seemed.
If the Tsaritsa sent him here, why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Yeah. And how much does he know about Natlan?
The Harbingers are all driven by their own personal goals. The only purpose that unites them is collecting the Gnosis.
Well, I'm glad that you got the memo, girl, because you're the last Gnosis standing.
But I'm sure the captain has his own reasons for being
Literally,
here as
you know,
well.
I kind of forget that there's only one Gnosis left, and it's the fire
Whatever
one.
his motive, we should shift our focus to the Fatui. If they attack again, and we're not prepared, we're done for.
No. We're running out of time. The wound I inflicted should hold him back and weaken him for the time being. Besides...
Gosh, this
I'm
arena's
sure
a
you noticed,
wreck.
the power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Night Wind.
Oh, that's why
In
she
other
said
words,
that
there
earlier.
are traitors among us.
So, whichever tribe has the Night Wind is the traitor.
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very valuable turn of events. When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within him. Kanich, go to the Masters of the Night Wind and look into who could have aided the captain. Speak to Sitlali.
Sitlali. Sitlali's a beautiful name, by the way.
Of course, I'll head out right now. Do you
Very,
still
very
intend to-
Latino name.
Yes, but fear not.
Eon-san!
Natlan's strength has never rested solely in its Archon. Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
I thought she was gonna walk in there for a second. Are you okay, girl?
Is everything okay, Archon?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames.
What?
Too late now.
Wait, how much of her power did she sacrifice?
I just hope the others have a safe journey.
It almost seems like... How much of her power did she sacrifice there? I wonder how permanent that effect will be. Oh, we must have heard the explosion from earlier in the arena.
What's happening at the stadium?
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
something
this is
explode?
when the punch landed.
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must be fighting a formidable opponent.
Should we go back
No,
and
we
check
we
what's
have to
going
go.
on?
Have faith in the Archon. She wouldn't lose in a one-on-one confrontation.
Once we find Kachina's ancient name, we'll head right back.
Okay, let's just keep climbing. I'm Paimon really hopes nothing goes wrong.
Oh, we finished the first part. Look at that, gamers. Oh, I need to claim my dailies. I'll do that later. So pay the Scions of Canopy a visit. This is Knich's village, but where's Knich? Where? Do I have a teleporter? Oh, thank God I have one. I'm glad I unlocked this earlier. Run! Run!
That's Wayna, the tribal chief. Let's head over to him.
Chief of the tribe, Wayna. Buenas nachos? Buenas noches? I said nachos. I'm so dumb.
Chaska.
Hello.
Nice to see you again, Wayna. I'm afraid we don't have time for
What?
pleasantries.
I
so
don't
we'll
know how
get
to
right
feel
to
about
it.
his hair.
We're here for the Spirit Speaker Stone.
Whoa, hold on a second. At least tell me why you need it first.
Oh, she's
My friend
yawning, y'all.
Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom. We need the stone to find her ancient name and rescue her.
Rescue her? From the Night Kingdom?
That's right.
Yeah, she's dead.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there. A mature warrior would never make such a foolish decision.
Look, we have to. We're saving her Heine. Wait, why is this
The
auto
nature of
dialogue
battle
not
is
advancing?
unpredictable. You never know how it's going to end. Losing a friend is tragic, but when that happens, the best thing you can do is focus on how to prevent further casualties.
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Wayna. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need, I'll choose foolishness any day.
We have
If
to
Kachina's
save
still
her.
holding on, then so will I.
I thought you might say that.
Is something wrong, Wayna? This doesn't seem like you. Life isn't complete without taking risks. That's always been your mantra.
It's nothing. The Night Kingdom is a dangerous place. Can't blame me for checking if you were up to the task. If you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you. Here's the stone. Keep it safe, okay? It's not like we have a spare.
Thank you.
Huh. Seems like you two go way back. But aren't you from the Flower Feather Clan, Chaska?
Oh, there, yeah, I was
Oh,
about to say.
Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's famous throughout the tribes. She's always the one people call to resolve conflicts, so we slowly got to know each other that way. Her younger sister Quichi's always hanging around our tribe too.
Sister.
She's helped us out a lot in the past.
I've never
Oh,
heard
you're
of
the younger
Chaska's
sister?
sister. She wasn't
Yes.
marketed at all.
I'll introduce you to her
So I assume
sometime.
she's a little
Let's get back to business.
not playable.
Wayna, how do we use the stone?
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing with concepts. And the ancient name you seek is like a tiny fish swimming downstream.
How many comparisons
In that
to
sense,
the flow of a
stone
river
is
are
like
we
a
gonna get
fishing
in this
boat
quest?
drifting down the river. But the boat alone isn't enough. You need a fisherman, experienced enough to steer it in the right direction.
We couldn't do that ourselves.
So
With a
who's
little
helping
practice,
us?
I'm sure you could. You have the strength and the talent. If you want to make sure this works, though, I could
Who are we gonna
recommend
call up?
someone
I'm
to you.
kind of nervous about this.
Who?
Vichama, a legendary warrior.
Who?
and scout from our
I've
tribe.
never heard of this Vichama
He's got
either.
a keen eye and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek. If you're fishing for a name, you're gonna want him on the boat.
Bichama? Why does that name sound familiar?
I don't remember that name at all.
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. I've heard stories about him. Where can we find him?
Ever since Malco passed, he spends most of his time gazing out at the scenery from the cliff tops.
I literally don't remember that
Follow
name
the
being
path that
mentioned.
way, and I'm sure you'll find him.
Thank you. We'll go. look
God,
for
I
him there.
cannot get over these trumpets in the background. This
Good
is
luck.
so
I
Latino.
hope everything goes well.
I literally cannot get over this music. I feel like I should be doing the bachata for crying out loud. So, are you Vichama?
Someone admiring enjoying the scenery from the cliff tops. Ah, that must be him!
Random NPC
Hello
go.
there, are you Vichama?
Yeah, he's got a better outfit than most of the male characters in this
That's me.
game.
Did you need something?
Hey, do you want to take us to the void? To purgatory?
What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible?
Wait, you don't know about the ritual?
No, if you really think about it, anything's possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
Everything's fine. I'll help you, but I do have a small request. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friends as well.
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malco? Is that who you're talking about?
Yes, but I'd rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
That's not a problem. We agree to your request.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find Kachina's ancient name, it's only right that we return the favor.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone? I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom to the living world. Once the connection is established, the abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it in a tribal settlement.
You know what it reminds me of? It literally reminds me of
All that just from looking at it?
trying to go into the void in
I
Final
just picked
Fantasy
up on the
XIV.
basics, really. I still have no idea why it works. You said someone named Sitlali invented this. They must be a genius. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up.
You know, I'm pretty
the
sure they
meantime,
showed
I need you to
Sitlali
get
in
two
the
things for
Natlan
me.
marketing trailer,
go
but
right
I
away.
don't remember
What
what
do
she
you need?
looks like, y'all.
First, I'll need some hook ropes. Pretty much every
I'm pretty
store
sure they
around here
mentioned
carries them,
Sitlali
so
way
no need to
before
go
all
anywhere
this.
special. Oh, and
She was
I need
mentioned
to
in
build a
one of the
net
pieces
out
of
them,
marketing.
So make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's not?
By creating something
I'm looking her
tangible
up.
in
One
our
moment, y'all.
world,
I need
like a
to know
net,
this.
We can create a connection to a
Oh,
corresponding
Sitlali was that
concept in the
pink-haired
Night Kingdom.
girl. I
Basically,
literally
we'll
forgot
use
about
the
her.
concept of a net
Literally,
to catch something
literally
equally intangible.
just
an
forgot
ancient
about her.
name.
Oh, I see. What about the second thing you needed?
Right. I need two chunks of obsidian. Once we bring the ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian from the Children of Echoes. But I heard there's a traveling merchant from that tribe
Girl,
around here
just
somewhere.
let me teleport.
so
I'll
maybe
go
you can
pick
try
us
your
some
luck
up really
there.
quick.
Gotcha!
Alright, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done. Oh, and you can send someone with me if you want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need. Lena spoke highly of you. That means you're trustworthy.
Surely they're not the traitor,
I
huh?
appreciate it, even though that doesn't mean much to me anymore. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so no need to rush. I'll see you in a bit.
What an odd guy. He seemed so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
Yeah, he didn't seem
I don't
like...
have any more insight
He really
than you,
did seem
Paimon.
defeated.
Let's just focus on the preparations for now. Hang on, Kachina. We're coming for you.
We gotta save her. Okay, I know we literally just got here. However, I want to get my daily Primo Gems because Kanich is literally around the corner. Kanich is literally around the corner, and I don't want to get caught red-handed with no gems. Where's Catherine? I think I unlocked reputation, Natlan
Astra.
reputation.
Thank you for complete.
Oh no, I unlocked Natlan daily commissions. That's what I did.
Astra.
Okay, I'm gonna switch my dailies over to Natlan. How do I do this? And then I want to go back to the main scenario. God, I'm so glad they changed the way they changed reputation. So back in 4.0, these reputation teleporters didn't take you directly to the reputation turn-in. You had to go like to a random teleporter next to it, and sometimes it would be super far away. Like Fontaine was super bad about it. Like Fontaine's was like halfway across town. But now I'm glad it just straight up takes you there. That's a very good quality of life.
Hello. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your whole stock?
Your whole stock.
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see. That would be 30,000 mora in total. Deal?
Deal.
Wait, really?
What, you want me to drive down the price? We just need these as fast as possible. Thanks.
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing enthusiasts. If you want to learn, Roka's the person you want to ask. All right, that's everything. Here you go.
Now we need the obsidian. Let's go talk to the traveling merchant Vichama mentioned.
I literally cannot get over this music, y'all. I think it's just something about it.
Bring it on.
You know, at least it's better than Dawn Trail, where people were freaking trying to put on a Disney music.
Excuse me.
Very, very
Do you
off-putting
sell
Disney
obsidian?
musical music.
Why, yes. I've got...
Perfect. Is that the only one, though? We actually need two.
That might be tough. Tell you what, I'll take a look through these boxes over here and...
This old
we'll
man's
see
voice
what we
is
can
so
find.
funny.
Thank you so much. We'll wait here.
Relax. Everything's going according to plan.
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels the same way about his friend that I do about Kachina. I hope this chunk of obsidian isn't the only one. Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her. If I was the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian ready in a heartbeat.
Well, would you look at that? I did bring
Would you
extra.
look at that? That's so
Here
sweet.
you go, young lady. How does
So,
it look?
what was the point of this, though? Why?
Perfect! Thank you.
Why have this
How
whole
much do I owe
debacle
you?
of the old man being like,
If you
oh, who
hadn't
knows
shown
if I
up,
have an
these
extra one?
stones would have just sat here collecting dust. I'll take 3,000 mora for both. Here you go. By the way, I heard you mention Vichama just now. You running an errand for him then? How's he doing? Malco's been gone for 5 years now. It's about time he started to move forward.
Do you know what happened between them?
I heard about it in passing while I
And
was
you
out
know, it's
drinking.
in 5 years.
But
I
I
guess
don't
now
know
it's
all the
time to move
details.
forward.
Malco was an amazing fighter, capable of knocking out multiple opponents in a single hit, while Vichama excelled at scouting and analyzing the battlefield. The two made an excellent team and managed to beat back the Abyss several times. 5 years ago, they both emerged triumphant in the pilgrimage and were placed on the same team to fight the Abyss. But on the eve of battle, the Abyss launched an attack on their tribe, and Vichama suffered an injury to his leg.
God,
while
these
attempting
trumpets
to
are
rescue
so...
someone.
Then what happened?
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss in his condition. Vichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines with an injured leg would make him a burden in battle. So they raised the issue with the Pyro Archon, and she agreed to let him stay behind. It's just... Malco and the others ended up facing hordes of abyssal monsters in numbers that far exceeded anyone's expectations. The team made an error in judgment, and they fell to the onslaught. Vichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames himself for everything. Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because he did something wrong, but because he wasn't able to do anything at all. I've tried convincing him to move forward, to stop dwelling on the past. But the shadow of Malco's death hangs over him still. The Abyss has caused so much suffering, and some wounds never heal. I wish there was something he could do to make himself feel better. But... anyway, that's the gist of it. Maybe you could help him talk things through sometime. I would really appreciate it.
I feel bad for this guy. It seems like they're trying to make some type of parallelism between Vichama and... Oh my god, I forgot her name. Milani. Okay, I love this. This is such a good ability. Hello.
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here. When do we start?
I've made all the necessary adjustments, so we're good to go. As agreed, I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor. Go ahead.
You really want to
Yes.
bring him back?
After Malco fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. He was dragged to his grave by the sheer number of enemies. If I had been there, I would have been able to sense the danger. I could have warned them not to advance. I've always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malco might also be alive, fighting for survival in the Night Kingdom.
But that happened several years ago, right?
Yeah, actually, he would be long gone by now, even if he was trapped in there.
The Pyro Archon said all life within the Night Kingdom eventually becomes one with the Sea of Souls.
There might not be much hope, but I still have to try. Malco and I promised each other, even if we never managed to root out the Abyss for good, we would fight together until the end. All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name. If you see any fragments scattered around the area, please collect them.
Oh, man!
Yourselves for battle.
I'm joking.
As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
The weather changed. I don't know if that was part of the story or if it's just the weather. Oh, this is not good.
Thing. It must be one of those fragments Vichama mentioned. Let's get closer.
Am I just doing a running minigame? Hello? Yeah, run! Wait, oh. Oh, girl, where's the next one? Go, go, go. Oh. I don't know if we're running much faster on this. I would like to think we're running faster.
Whoa, monsters incoming! Watch out, everyone!
Oh, that's not good. Ah! Oh, we do no damage. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Get me out of here. No, 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 no. I didn't mean to. Get me out of here.
You're mine.
I'm playing. I did not mean to swap the child, but it's fine.
Everybody stand back!
Where's Kazuha?
As one with wind and cloud. Into the wind. Riptide.
Did I win? Oh my gosh! Oh, y'all hurt.
Think you can get away?
Oh, y'all are heavy. Oh, that's not good.
The wind knows me.
Why are you here? Of course there's an Abyss Mage here. These new Abyss monsters are scary. Did we win?
How much longer, Vichama?
Not long. We're getting close.
Run, 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 run. Go, 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 go. Oh my gosh, they're all spread out. Did I do it?
Vichama!
Quick, take it! I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Is Vichama gonna be
Something's not
okay?
right. The power of the abyss is getting stronger.
Yeah, this is getting
The
dangerous.
abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going. You'll die.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there.
Fine. You're gonna... Oh, wait, we're helping him? Oh, we're helping him!
Whoa, watch out! The power of the abyss is
Ah! Okay, this is very cool. Ah! This is... Okay, this is getting a little ridiculous now. Did we do it?
This power.
Is this really okay for us to be absorbing?
Hanging in there?
We're running out of time?
No, why can't...
We can't wait any longer. Pull him away from the stone, Mualani.
He's gonna
Already tried,
die.
But the power of the abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Sea.
Wait, are we breaking the device?
Back.
Oh, she's gonna break it.
Wait!
Ouch! What happened just now?
Are we good?
It looked like the spirit speaker stone was...
The stone's power was spiraling out of control. The only way to stop it was to destroy it. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion.
Wait, what about the other
You might feel
guy?
dizzy for a while, but that's normal.
Give us a heads up next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it.
Wait,
in
what
time.
about this
I thought I said to get
Vichama
back.
guy?
Yeah, barely a second before you made it go poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close to getting dragged into the explosion.
Okay, I'll be more careful next time.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece.
Where's
Wait.
Vichama?
Where's Vichama? Vichama!
Vichama!
I couldn't find Malco's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very
Oh.
beginning, I knew there was a slim chance, but still. And now... it's too late to save him.
He's dead,
From the
Jim.
minute he left that day, it was already too late.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing.
What?
This is...
Hello? That doesn't look like a name, though. What's written on there?
Hey, Malco. Got any strength left?
Not enough to
Is
swing
this the
sword.
Echo?
To say a
It's
few
the
last words.
Echo.
Sure.
Too bad. No
Oh,
one will get to
in
hear
the
them.
background, there was an abyss dog running around.
I never thought I'd actually die on this mission. Not that I'm afraid to die. It's just hard thinking about my mom's face when she
Oh.
hears the news.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. They won't have to mourn me. Pisak! Always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Right to the end, you were never one for goodbyes. Maybe you're right. Maybe no one will get to hear our last words. But just in case, Vichama, I'm so glad you didn't come with us. Don't be sad. Just keep on living. For the both of us.
So he heard his last moments through that rock.
Was that a memory?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
But the rock completely destroyed it, so trying to even hold that.
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me unbelievably happy, but it also brings with it an even deeper pain.
A deeper pain? Why?
Malco was always the type to put on a brave face, but in that memory just now, his hands were shaking, and his smile was forced. For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end. And now I know, at the end of his life, he was thinking the same thing.
Vichama.
I'm fine. Actually, I heard Chief Wyna wasn't really on board with your plan to go to the Night Kingdom. When you asked for my help, I hesitated too. I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one step closer to danger. But I also understood why you had to try. Everyone has regrets in life, but not everyone gets the chance to make up for them. Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, we might as well choose the braver path from the very beginning. If I could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front lines no matter what. Even with an injured leg, there were still things I could have done. That way, even if the outcome stayed the same, I still would have fought alongside him to the end. There are critical junctures in life, and if you don't seize the chance to act, there's no going back. That's something I had to learn in hindsight, but you're still at the crossroads of your journey, so I hope you can walk away without regrets.
Thank you, Vichama. I feel even more determined now. Kachina will come back to us. I'll make sure of it. I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep that promise.
That's good to hear.
Bleh, bleh, bleh,
Strange.
bleh, bleh.
My body, it's...
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler possesses powers of purification, the corrosion can never be fully eradicated. Thanks to him, though, you were only briefly exposed. Slowing your breathing and controlling your emotions should help you keep the symptoms in check.
He's stuck with that now? That's such a price to pay.
Huh. That does make me feel better. You seem very knowledgeable about all this.
Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Do you have a corrosion
We've
too?
recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start.
Oh.
Let's get Vichama back to his tribe and tell Wyna the good news.
I wonder,
Oh,
I guess maybe we'll
and
find out in her story
apologize for
quest if she
destroying
ever
the
gets
Spirit
one.
Speaker Stone. We had no choice, though, so he'll probably understand.
Right. So what do we do with this name, ancient name now?
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that? I don't know what you want from me.
I think you know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wyna.
I like
I
her
can hear it in your
design. I like her
voice.
outfit.
Honestly, it's just one thing after another with you two. They're back.
Koichi? What are you doing here?
Don't play dumb with your own sister. You know exactly why I'm here. My apologies, everyone. I just need to borrow
But yeah,
Tasha
there's just
for a
something
few
about her
minutes.
design that
You
doesn't
come
say
with
that she's a playable character. I don't think she's playable at all, unfortunately. It would be
I'll be
cool.
just a moment.
Who is that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the
Oh,
two
they aren't
actually
related by blood. Okay, that
it's
explains some
kind of a long
things.
story.
That explains why she has such a boring design versus Chaska.
It's not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoo-saurs.
By
She was
dinosaurs!
afflicted with a rare disease when she was a child, and abandoned in the wild as a result. The Abyss found her out there, all on her
Oh
own,
my
and
god.
tried to devour her. But in the end, all that did was trigger her will to live. That strength of will pushed her to survive. But it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually, she was adopted by the cuckoo-saurs. Wherever they went, she followed, getting into fights right and left.
For some can totally imagine that.
Well, when Chaska finally returned to human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time, Chaska still had a habit of getting into fights, so Koichi was always taking her around, apologizing to everyone.
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was definitely with me. But, you know, kids. You're fighting one minute and your friend's the next. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. She's known as the Peacemaker. It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop fighting when they get older?
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me to stop Chaska from doing anything dangerous, but you probably know by now, once Chaska makes up her mind, there's no changing it.
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us out of going to the Night Kingdom. Chaska even said that wasn't like you.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something like that even if you wanted to. Better try now than live with regrets later. That's what I say. Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from. In the end, nobody wants to sit back and let a loved one put their life on the line.
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's necessary.
That attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night Kingdom behind my back and then play it down as if it's just a trip abroad.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Again with the excuses!
I guess she's not wrong.
We agreed, didn't we? There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something urgent, you can only engage in level 2 danger and below.
Level
You can only
2
go up
danger.
to level 3 if a situation is so dire there's absolutely no alternative. But a trip to the Night Kingdom? If that's not a level 4, I don't know what is. And you were just going to sneak into the place without saying anything.
What do you mean, sneak into the place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous. Oh, it's like he didn't even try.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made up, and there was nothing he could have done? Not even by force.
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say something, but you didn't listen.
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics.
I'm a doctor.
If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any moment, it's my duty to say something.
All right, whatever. Anything else?
What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done and promise me you'll stay put?
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments or a serious one?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then, you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault. I can't leave her there to die. That's not who I am.
But the person you become when you lose control, that's also not who you are.
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as good as their morals. If I want to live in Natlan, I need to display qualities that make me worthy of this nation.
I've also told you that managing your condition is equally important.
Chaska will
Sometimes you have
probably
to
be
make
fine, right?
sacrifices.
Right.
All right, let's stop this here. If we keep going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Wina prefers his roof attached to his house.
Is that a threat? That sounds like a threat to me.
Koichi! Younger sisters are supposed to listen to their elders.
So, you're really going to go, no matter what I say? I'm supposed to be your sister.
Then support me. I'll be back. All you have to do is wait.
Chaska. So, that's it. Why'd you have to turn out to be so darn annoying?
You two are something else.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related
She's just
by blood.
worried about you, girl.
You two sure are similar.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of voice. It's not my place to get involved, but I will say this. Try to spend a little more time with your sister. You're tough kids. That doesn't mean you have to go it alone.
Thank you.
Anytime. All right. If you're done with the Spirit Speaker Stone, you might as well hand it over. According to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact.
Yeah,
safer to keep it
we
with me.
have some news about that.
If only Tongiff Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Liar.
Repaired.
Might be in a few more pieces than you remember.
This whole Archon quest has been a nice callback to Mondstadt. It makes me wonder if we're gonna come back to Mondstadt and post Natlan.
I see. Sounds like it was an urgent situation. If someone's life was on the line, then you had no choice. Still, Citlali's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff.
Whoopsie.
I'll explain everything to her later. Stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay? I'll wait here for your safe return.
Oh, we finished the second quest. Holy cow, y'all. Okay. Echoes of Life. I don't know if this is the last one. I hope it's the last one. I never unlocked this teleporter. Oh my gosh. Okay, how do I get over there? There has to be an easy way to get over there. I cannot believe I never unlocked that teleporter. Malvika, hello. We're not aware that you lost your powers, but hi. My gosh, Genshin rewarded me for getting like barely an exploration progress in. So the speaker's chamber, Malvika's chamber, I assume? Hi.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
What happened at the
Well, it's
stadium?
fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
The captain and I sacrificed my pyro powers.
We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble. Look, I wish I could offer you some sort of consolation, but I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in,
The
there's
Fatui
nothing
and the Abyss
comforting
closing
about
in
the
is
situation
very,
we're
very
facing.
scary.
Still, all you need to do is focus on your goal. You can leave the complicated matters to me.
I can also step in on the Pyro Archon's behalf. There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest.
Eon-san is Electro.
Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
Archon,
I was hoping Eon-san
sorry
would
about
also be
before.
Pyro, but
You
whatever.
have so much on your plate, so much that you have to worry about. But all I could do was focus on my own feelings.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, I understand that feeling very well. Well, now that we have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
What can possibly go wrong? Hey, I don't like this angle. I don't like this. I didn't like that camera pan. It always makes it seem like someone was eavesdropping.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that Atea's talisman?
Good eye. This is where I store all the various mementos I've collected.
Whoa.
People's
I've never seen this place
mementos.
before. There's so many things in here.
It looks like there are items from every tribe. Collecting them must have taken a lot of effort.
I suppose you could think of it as a hobby of sorts. In Natlan, everyone grows up listening to the stories of heroes, and physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory. Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the meantime. If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origins.
Alright, we'll have a look.
Maybe we'll find something relevant to Lumine here. Maybe? There's her talisman.
This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The talisman brought her a lot of luck in battle.
Fishing equipment?
Hey, there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged to the people of the springs.
That's right. It belongs to a legendary fisherman named Matavaru. I have his entire set of fishing equipment, actually. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it. In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit. To him, the sea was the battlefield upon which he staked his honor.
So, did he do it?
The next time I saw him, he was covered in scars. It turned out the fish he sought had been corroded by the abyss. He managed to kill the fish, but sustained a serious injury in the process, which meant he could never go deep-sea fishing again. Can a fisherman claim victory if he fails to bring back his catch? That's what he asked me in the end.
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience was far more valuable than the prize itself. In the end, he didn't want his tools to go to waste, so he gave them to me.
Wait, that means you also know how to
You
fish.
can fish?
Maybe
Oh
we can go head to
no,
head
girl,
sometime.
no, please. I hate fishing so much. I fought tooth and nail to get the catch. Whose weapon does this
Whoa,
belong
this
to?
weapon is huge!
Ah, that weapon belonged to Tenoch, a hero from
500 years ago?
Strictly
The
speaking,
Archon
he
War.
didn't
Wait, there's a
belong to any
photo
single
there.
tribe.
Do y'all see that photo? Wait a minute. Who is that in the corner? I see Malvika and I see two others. Could those have been her parents, possibly? It looks like it could have been her family.
That's
in that
because even
photo.
before the disaster with the Abyss broke out,
But remember,
he'd already
Malvika
been
is supposed
exiled.
to be a mortal. A mortal.
Exiled?
It was a punishment imposed out of necessity, but he accepted it all the same.
That's the way the
He believed it
Pyro
was what he
Archons seem to work
deserved.
around here. These are mortals who essentially ascend to a higher state.
When the Abyss attacked, the tribes found
A higher
themselves
state of
in
power.
urgent need of a powerful figure to lead them into the battle. And there was no one more courageous or resolute than him. He united the 6 tribes and accomplished great feats throughout the war. Ultimately, he perished. And because he had already lost his ancient name, the Ode of Resurrection was unable to bring him back.
Dang.
And so, he was laid to rest, alongside the countless warriors and civilians who lost their lives, buried in the soil of his native land.
Wow. He sounds like a true hero.
Indeed, even now, his story is told throughout the land.
No, I'm very curious about this photo. I have to look at this photo. Look at it. Like, there's 2 people there. One of them looks like Malvika. Like, I'm so curious about this. Let me sit. Well, what the heck? What else do we have around here? A jar?
There are so many jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to do with alchemy?
No, those
No.
belong to the masters of the Nightwind.
Oh wait,
They're
aren't the
ceremonial
Nightwind
tools
sussy
used to amplify
right
the
now?
ability to communicate with the Night Kingdom and the Wyab. Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she appears stoic and serious, she actually has a keen sense of humor. The tools you see here are quite traditional. Her students found them outdated, so she passed them on to me. The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh, except the big jar in the middle. That's what she really wanted to give me.
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Grape juice.
Huh?
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by now.
Belt.
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head.
You think you got a big head,
The Collective
Paimon?
of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength. This belt is a symbol of great honor within the tribe. The association with strength might also have been the reason the original belt was extremely heavy. It was difficult for even 2 people to lift. And even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing it for any length of time would still leave them gasping for breath.
Sounds like it.
So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far lighter in weight. That is the belt you see before you. He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time to show it off.
Eon-san?
Make sure to handle everything with care. This cup, for example, it's heavier than it looks.
Look, this little llama alpaca is so cute. This room makes me so sad. Chaska?
This flower looks like it's thriving. You must be good at taking care of plants, Archon.
She knows how to preserve life. Malani?
This fishing basket looks familiar.
So, yeah, I don't know. I remember from Avatar. So fire does have its destructive properties, right? But fire is life. Fire is life. No, not this. Oh god. No, I wanted to look at the talisman. Atea's oh wait, it's Atea's talisman, duh. Okay, I guess we'll talk to Malvika now.
The powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well, what do you think of my collection? Do you feel like you have a better understanding of Natlan's culture now?
Yeah, if each item represents a different story, seems like Natlan's really been through a lot. Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
I'm such a sucker for memory tropes, y'all.
That's right. The items in my collection
Memories
actually
are a
serve
very
similar
precious
purpose to
thing.
the ancient names passed down among the tribes. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can
So
only
this
move
isn't the
forward.
first time we've actually
We
gone into
cannot
the
change
concept of
past
time in
or
Genshin
predict
at
the
all.
future.
But there's been
also a
multiple
different
dialogue.
theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth. Namely, that the past, present, and future all exist at once.
Yeah, so I think it was Lumine or Dainsleif that went over this. Somebody talked about this theory in this. I can't remember who. I think it might have been Wanderer, actually. Where... Or maybe Nahida. I literally can't remember who. Too much dialogue in this game, but... That... Where this world exists in a loop.
At once?
So Malvika trying to say that the past, present, and future exists all at once isn't actually that far out there if we're already bringing in the idea that this world is in a loop.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation,
Which one would you say was the most important?
All of them, duh.
Exactly. Even at
Although
the end of
Inazuma
your
was
journey,
really
the
dumb,
things you
but
experienced along the way
yeah.
don't cease to exist. They become part of who you are. Take out a portion of that journey, and you would likely make very different decisions. And
This is
eventually arrive
such
at a very
an
different
ironic
destination.
line for Malvika to say when this expansion they implemented a feature to let you skip Inazuma, Sumeru, and Fontaine.
The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it.
It almost feels like it's like this skip sort of just undermines the lore story we got from Fontaine, Inazuma, and Sumeru.
Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite familiar with that concept, I would imagine.
That does kinda make sense. The future hasn't happened, but already exists.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect the future.
So ancient names record the
While the
past.
pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable as the Abyss. To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine.
So the first Pyro Archon created the rules of Natlan.
That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special
This is the
power.
first
After he
original
ascended to the
Archon
divine
we've heard
throne,
of since
he used
Venti
it to
and
borrow
Zhongli that's
power
been a
from the
male.
heavens and established the rules of Natlan.
Bronova.
Namely, a framework through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the divine throne, their inner flame will awaken. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
So it all comes down to the power of the divine throne and the rules. Wait,
Yeah, the Divine Throne's
family
power
portrait?
we heard of actually back in Farina Fontaine. See, that person, that has to feel like that's her family.
Yes, that's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised.
Aww.
I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close.
Are they still
I
alive?
was having a hard time thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now. It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
A little late for that question, don't you think?
Sorry,
Whoopsie.
Paimon's so sorry. Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes.
It's all right. I'd never get upset over something like that. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties with your family. The position just comes with a lot of responsibilities, so it impacts how often you get to see them. My father made the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and we would sit on a blanket and eat it together. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the saurians we were raising ran into the room and knocked over the
no.
entire pot. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the
Oh.
spot. I still
They
remember
knew
the
they
way they
did
laid
bad.
there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the end,
She's very
all I could
interesting,
do
isn't
was
she?
comfort my sister and move
Like,
on.
out of all the Archons we met, she really is the most human. I mean, Farina's pretty close, but she had like a upbringing as a human and everything.
Wow.
Isn't that what being a family is all about? I think about that story a lot, actually. As the Archon, I made a vow to defend this nation, and experiences like that,
They remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all
Is
grown
she
up
still
by now,
alive?
right?
I believe she ended up working as an architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works
Well,
of art.
what happened to her?
Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Iansan, Mulani, Chaska, over here, please. Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
What could have happened to them? Something tells me it's Genshin, right? Something had to have happened. And I guess Malvika doesn't feel comfortable talking about it at the moment. Can we talk to them? We can't talk to anybody. Place the ancient name.
Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Girl, where are you?
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina, are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things.
Oh no!
Is
Kachina!
the Abyss playing tricks on me again?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me. I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Y-Up is being affected by the Abyss. I was waiting for the Y-Up to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in.
Really
and almost
strong
killed me.
monster?
The Y-Up saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these
Oh,
awful
Kachina's
sounds.
all scared.
Really horrible things.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
It's okay. I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys.
Kachina!
You don't need to worry about me. I've never been strong or special at all, really.
No, girl, we didn't leave you behind. No, we're not leaving you behind.
Just
Aww.
knowing you care is more than enough. I'll find a way back. You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final. I don't know what lies the Abyss has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden. You're a victor of the Night Warden Wars, a hero of Natlan. All you need to do...
Oh, I interrupted it. All you need to do is be strong.
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. And I want to go home. Still, I don't want you to put
No, we
yourself
have
in
to help
danger
you.
because of me. I don't want to hold anyone back ever again.
All you need to do is place your trust in us, just like you always have. No one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now. Thank you. Be careful.
Looks
Aww.
like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form. This entrance to the Night Kingdom was left behind after an abyssal invasion. Even a brief amount of time inside could expose you to corrosion.
I know. I'm prepared for that possibility.
All right, then I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
Whoopsie!
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger the party.
Thank you so much for your help,
Will
everyone.
Malvika be here
It
okay
really means
here
a lot that you're
alone?
willing to brave these dangers with me. There's no time to lose, so let's get going.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. but I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
Eon-san, my fave. So, we're going now?
Be careful out there. I'll observe the situation from here.
I'm scared.
Time to go.
We're going, gamers. We're going. Not me trying to jump into the fire. I just realized there's 6 seats here for the tribes. That's cool. Girl, where are these ruins? Oh, bruh. No, I'm not walking over there. So we're going to this domain? I don't think this is a domain. I think this is going to be an alternate, like Enkanomiya almost. Let me in! Let me in! Or is this a domain? Is it a domain? Oh, girl, it is a domain. Wait, let me read this. The soul path to the Night Kingdom, once home to an ancient dragonkind, now reduced to ruins. So we're going through a path, actually. This is not the Night Kingdom itself. Yeah, I don't care that my party is lower than... Girl, I can get through this game with a piece of toothpick and what is it? A paper clip. This is very interesting architecture here.
So we're underneath Natlan right now? It looks nothing like Paimon was imagining.
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced
Yeah.
civilization
We heard this from
ruled by
Nouvellette.
dragons. Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
So these are Saurian ruins?
Actual dragons,
You mean
Paimon.
like the elemental sovereigns? They had their own advanced civilization?
Yes, a really long time ago. Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time, but with the recent increase in Abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated again.
So what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy trip to the Night Kingdom.
No, it's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Why are you all laughing like that?
Yeah, I don't like the
Paimon
laughing
out.
either.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
Of course.
What
I'm
excitement.
eager to
We're
get
going into
started.
dangerous territory.
Then let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
Door of Resurrection activated. So what are we doing here?
Seems like the road ends here. How should we get across?
Easily
As
like
a
this.
professional trainer, I think you could stand to build up your endurance, Paimon.
Professional trainer? Paimon thought you were a warrior from the Collective of Planning.
Well, that goes without saying. But I actually work as a sports coach.
Girl,
provide
I don't know how to get
professional guidance
across.
For many of Natlan's popular sports.
Where's
And
Venti?
I don't just mean physical training. I design
This is
nutrition
not how
plans
you're
as well.
supposed to get across.
So basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat.
Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much faster to just
Wait,
focus
so
on
how
what's
am I
good for
supposed
you.
to...
Such as...
Vegetable juice. Want some?
You know, Ian-san?
Oh, that's not
Paimon
good.
feels like the two of us might not see eye to eye.
Yeah, so how am I supposed to get across? Ah! Okay, that was dumb. But you know what? I got across. That was very dumb. I've been really liking the music in Natlan so far, even though some of it sounds like I should be doing the bachata to it,
Those
but you know,
guys look
whatever.
Familiar?
We fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
I'ma kick their booty cheeks into next week. Yatta!
Teamwork is dream.
One with nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my night. The wind knows me. Time to go. You can run, but you can't hide.
Wow, we just wiped those guys. Goodbye. Wee! I'm singing in the rain.
Seems really high up.
I'm trying to think if we've seen architecture like that before. I don't think we've seen anything like this before at all. Hello? Guess what I'm doing?
As one with wind and cloud.
Oh, you are annoying! Oh my god, okay, the battle music is kind of silly.
Wouldn't gliding be faster?
Riptide.
Everybody stand up!
Did we win? What the heck did I just activate? A door? Seems like I should be able to do something with this thing.
Time to go.
Whee! Oh, girl, where am I going? Oh, I can't move. Okay. Oh, girl, wait, okay, how do I... Hello? Yatta!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Think you can get away?
You can run, but you can't hide.
Oh, there's more of you! Oh, you're Geo! Oh, this is gonna be very annoying. Oh, that's very annoying.
Brace yourself. Time for takeoff.
Shouldn't let your guard down.
Why did that do nothing?
Here we go.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Everybody stand.
Oh my gosh! Get out of here. What's wrong with you? So what do I do now?
No time to lose.
They're making you use all the Saurian powers in here. This is so silly. Ooh, I done blew it up.
This is the final stretch. We just need to climb up, and we'll be there. Nothing to it. Easy for you to say.
Where do I go? I'm stuck. Oh, girl, where am I going? Oh, y'all. Do we do it? Hello. Is this the entrance?
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about.
This is scary. It literally looks like a void gate. Literally reminds me of a void gate.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar, yet also foreign.
We actually have to go in there? Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Don't push her through before she's ready.
Did we do it?
Hey! You don't have to drag Paimon! You're pulling too hard!
Are we here?
Looks like we made it. This is the Night Kingdom.
It looks so different from what I imagined in the stories.
Unironically, this is what people freaking expect the Natlan to look like.
That overflow
I'm
of
joking.
energy is probably
Or am
what
I?
trapped Kachina here in the first place.
From this point forward, everything we know about the real world no longer applies. Anything can happen here.
Paimon's more worried about how we're gonna make it out. We obviously can't go back the way we came.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah, right in front of us. So that's coming from up there?
So how are we supposed to get back up
so
there?
high up. Did we really fall that far down?
Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out completely unscathed. If this was the real world, we'd have to climb our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light.
So how do
and
you
offer a
know
prayer.
that though?
That's it?
How do you know?
Right. We still got a job to do.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina and bring her to this location.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a link between the two realms.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility's not great either. How are we supposed to find Kachina in these conditions?
Yeah, these floating black things don't look super friendly either.
What are
Those
those?
are all manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Huh? Who are you? Literally looks like the ghost from Enkanomiya.
You're the one who helped Vichama, right?
Wait, you're?
Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malco. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious power calling out to me. It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. Of course, it could only do so much. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker's stone hadn't
Yeah.
become corrupted by the Abyss, we could have done much more, but we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course.
Aw.
Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that.
He
even after
cared
all these
about you.
years,
This
he'd
is
still
doomed
take Such a
Yaoi.
risk for me. Under the power of the stone, it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death.
This is literally tragic Yaoi. I'm so sad.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power. I'd like to help her while I'm still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the Abyss.
Paimon didn't realize it had gotten this bad.
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Ew.
Quick, get back here. You can't go wandering. Stick close.
I'm
to
gonna
me.
die.
Power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being.
I don't have a shielder in this party.
We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route. This way.
Oh yeah, the barrier's breaking. Oh no. Well, that was rude. Hey, guess what? I still haven't made food. Even though I was complaining last expansion that I didn't have any food ready to go. Oh, this is dire, gamers. Oh, no, 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 no.
Not good. More monsters.
Oh, that's
We
not good.
shouldn't waste our time on them.
Wind strike. Time to go. Clouds high. The birds call. Riptide.
That was rude. I don't like the sounds he's making. It sounds like dripping water.
Oh, Paimon can't see anything.
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
I'm scared. We don't have a mini map or anything. Hello? Oh, that's not good. We're being followed! Why is Ether alone? What happened to Chaska, Yansan, and... Hello? Oh, we are in danger.
Did you hear that? What? Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon like that!
I heard it too. It was a voice from the abyss.
What did it say?
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
Where do we go? Where do we go? Oh, I don't like this whispering. Journey lies. Lumine?
Paimon just heard it too! Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place!
Where are we even going? Wait, Kachina? Oh, girl. We have to help her. This is the same power that affected Ether during the Inazuma arc. It was the same flickering. Oh, this is dire.
We're here, Kachina! Oh, honey? You made it! Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters. Good idea. Let's go!
Let's do it, Joker. Oh, we're playing as Kachina. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. I hate these dogs. The burning passion.
I'm going in! Time for takeoff.
Oh, I hate these dogs. Did we do it?
You're here. You're finally here. Thank you so much. That monster can appear from anywhere. It almost caught me a bunch of times. The Wyap's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you
Where's the
got here.
Wyab?
Had a girl. You did so well. And most importantly, you weren't hurt.
Should we start heading back then?
Actually, I have a request. Will you come visit the Wyap with me? I can't exactly put it into words, but something's wrong
We
with
have
the
to
Ode
help
of
this Wyap.
Resurrection. And I know it has something to do with the contamination from the abyss.
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it up.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyab of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyab can extend their consciousness. There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyab can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
Judging by the current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that probably wouldn't even put a dent in the problem.
Then what do we do?
Still, we can't just leave the Wyap to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid of the monster might slow down the deterioration of the Night Kingdom.
Huh?
Kachina? What's wrong? Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice again, telling me to abandon the Wyab and leave this place.
Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. I can hold on. Just up ahead. I'll lead the way. Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you. But that's because we want to help the Wyab. Not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit. We'll be there for you.
All right. The sooner we get this done, the better.
We've already come all this way, so we might as well try to get to the bottom of this.
Let's go.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself?
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the area. Besides, I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal. And return to the world where you belong.
Thank you for everything. You're a true...
You're a true hero.
Thank
I
you.
keep interrupting dialogue, I'm sorry.
No one fights alone.
No one fights alone. Did we finish the domain? Oh no,
Does your
we're
head
not
still
done with
hurt?
the domain yet.
Let me help you walk.
Hey, let me heal. Oh my god, y'all. I need to freaking get it together. This is absolutely...
I'm fine, I'm fine.
Like, I don't know what to do. I have no food. Like, this is getting to the point where it's like dire. I need to make some freaking food when we get out of here.
Off we go.
Sweet madame or something. Like, I don't think I have the portable cooking pot, do I? Oh my god, I have so much crap in here. I don't even remember what I have. No, I don't remember where my cooking pot's at. Oh my god, this is dire. I don't think I ever crafted the cooking pot because I think it's a one-time use item, which is why I didn't like making it. Yeah, I don't have a cooking pot. This reminds me of Kingdom Hearts, actually.
Wyab? Wyab!
Oh, is this the totem?
Friends and I are here to heal you. Wyab, can you hear me? Wyab?
So we were right.
They sound
The
exhausted.
contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the Wyab from answering our calls. All right, get ready, everyone. Time to purge the abyssal energy from this place.
We have to help.
Careful. We've got company.
It's an abyssal leopard or whatever they're called. Not leopard, herald. Abyssal herald, I think is what they're called. Abyssal lector? I think they're called an abyssal lector. We have to.
You killed Malcolm?
Again?
He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than worrying
So,
about him,
Homunculi, this is the fire abyssal lector. We have to defeat him.
defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be to your peril. No, the power of the abyss is intoxicating. The destruction it seeks captivates like a masterful work.
This thing is terrifying. I thought we already fought a pyro abyssal lector, though.
I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out humanity is full of lambs.
We ain't scared of you. We're gonna beat you here, right now.
That is the tragedy of your short lives. You understand nothing of all-encompassing power. Ancient names, pride, friendship, all empty ideas invented to give you a false sense of self-worth. They possess no power at all. The Pyro Archon created those grandiose ideals.
Gosh, this guy talks a lot.
Anything to avoid sharing power. Anything to avoid handing over the primordial gift to ordinary people like you. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so pathetically weak?
Kachina, give me your hand.
We go together.
Feel that? I'm right here next to you.
Thanks, Moalani. You're right. I have nothing to fear, because I'm not alone anymore.
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power, but you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your own strength, so you will never understand the true source of our power.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down? It comes from our friendship. The power lies not in the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and fight!
Well said!
Let's go, Kachina. It shouldn't take more than 2 of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but you
Deserve
you
what's
deserve what's coming to you.
There
Yeah.
aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when we're together. It's time he got a taste of that kind of power.
Yeah. Oh god, I'm playing as these two. Oh, this is gonna be dire. Spin to win. Oh, this is so silly. Okay, that's a lot of pyro energy. Just keep vaporizing, girl. Oh, we have to destroy this thing. Oh, Milani, you girl. Oh my god, girl.
Need a surfboard right here.
Oh my lord, I'm gonna perish. Hey, one moment. Oh my god, I have nothing. Did we win? Oh my gosh, we won. Okay. I kind of wasted that food, but it's fine.
That's what he gets for underestimating you two.
Fantastic work, Kachina. Absolutely fantastic. This makes me so unbelievably happy.
I'm happy too, Mualani. Together we really are.
This is so awkward. That hug was really awkward.
Huh? What's happening? My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
Huh?
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save your friend, especially in a place
Is this the...
overrun with abyssal corruption. Still, seeing you pull it off was really something. Everything you said was exactly right. As isolated individuals,
He's
we
huge.
stand no chance against the power
Oh
of
my
the abyss.
goodness, this man's like a freaking
It
titan.
took years worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that for myself. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play. Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior
Tupac?
from the people of the
Like the rapper?
I
No, I'm
fought
joking.
against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of Natlan.
Since you were able to awaken my words from your ancient name, that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the wild.
We're a gamer.
Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the tribes and save Natlan from its impending doom.
Me?
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against
He
stone
sounds like
can ignite a
Gerald
flame.
from Fire Emblem.
Its blaze will become one with our vision for Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
What's wrong, Mualani?
Hello, she's glowing.
So many memories. My brain was just
She's
flooded with
glowing. Her
everything
tattoos are
once knew.
glowing.
So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all the way back then.
We can go over the details once we get back. We shouldn't linger here longer than we have to. I know bits and pieces, but I had no idea Mualani was also part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's focus on saving the Wyatt first.
Yeah, let's purify this one totem at least. Animo, Electro, Hydro, and Geo. Did we do it?
Okay, that should be enough. Why up? Why up? Can you hear me?
I hear your voice, Kachina. My dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye. I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but it's okay. I'll keep searching within myself for the answer. I'll never stop trying to improve my strength. One day, I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens.
Dang.
You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect and nurture you. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you. Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change.
It's like Crystal Mommy over here, Heidelin?
The future
No, I'm
holds.
joking.
Thank you, Wyatt.
It gladdens me to see
The great
Pyro
spirit of this
Archon's
land.
plan move another step
An
towards
agent of
completion.
Knight's Will.
But it is time for you to leave this place. The situation here is getting worse. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wyatt, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear.
We need to leave.
What's going on?
We're out of time. It's the power of the Abyss. Quick, we need to run!
Is that a Sealy?
The Sealy opened the way for us!
Sealies are always meant to guide humanity. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Run, 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 run! Oh my god, why did they make this minigame? Oh, we're in danger, we're in danger. Oh yeah, we're in danger. Okay, okay, don't look back. I always tell this to my friends in Final Fantasy XIV PvP. Don't look back. Just never ever look back, okay? Okay.
Watch out for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle!
Okay, don't look back, don't look back.
Come on, faster!
Paimon!
We'll never make it!
Yansan! Yeah! We're vision holders. Uh-oh. That's not good. What do we do? What do we do? Oh. Bruh, crack in the sky? Are you kidding me? This reminds me of Dawn Trail. Are you kidding me? Oh, girl. Way to bust it. Now this is how you break through dimensions. I'm not gonna say too many Dawn Trail spoilers, but
Now come home.
yes. Now this is an entrance worthy. So she opened up the abyss to the world?
The Pyro Archon saved us.
But she's not here.
Where did she go?
Yeah, didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the Speaker's Chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
So you're saying her consciousness did all that?
Every great display of power comes at a price. You must feel terrible, Kachina. Just hold on. We'll get you to a doctor soon. Let's get back to the stadium. The Pyro Archon said she'd have a doctor waiting for us.
I recommend getting a full checkup, just to make sure no damage gets left behind.
Paimon?
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler?
We're fine too.
You always seem to do pretty well.
Let's get
Against
going.
the abyss.
We need to share what we learned in the Night Kingdom as well.
Right. The Wyatt mentioned something about the Pyro Archon's plan. What is it exactly?
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now. Every move we make from here on out will decide Natlan's ultimate fate.
We're not done yet? Oh, girl. Okay. I thought we were gonna be done. That would have been crazy if they cliffhangered us there. No, we are not done. I think we're close though. I'm pretty sure this is the final quest. What is this called? Malvika's spirit enters the Night Kingdom at a critical moment to extract everyone. She seems to still be at the Speaker's Chamber. Let's look for her. Are you okay, girl? Hello?
Huh. There's a lot less stuff here than before.
What the heck happened here?
It's good to see you all here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first.
The
It's
sister.
best not to let any lingering effects of the abyss go untreated.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine you one by one.
Despite the short stint in Night Kingdom, Molani and all others have some degree of abyssal contamination. Thanks to Koichi's extensive experience treating abyssal contamination, the harmful effects will not be permanent. The treatment also relieves Kachina's symptoms. Yeah, I'm glad so we all have protagonist
That should do it for
syndrome.
now. But just to be safe, I'll perform another checkup in a couple of days. I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the abyss like you, Traveler.
It is because I'm the warrior of
You're
light.
completely immune to its power.
He always has been special like that. He can even purify its power. Wait, now that you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
We don't know why, though.
Given the current situation, that ability will likely play a great role in the events to come.
Of course. I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
Thank you, Koichi.
All right, all right. We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Yeah.
Sisters.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. You've seen it for yourselves now. The devastation in the Night Kingdom. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Huh? No.
That's nothing new to us, girl. Every nation we've seen has been to the point of danger multiple times.
That's right. But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save this nation. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mulani told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had stable and deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long and brutal. In the end, victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives. Even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally achieve the peace we know today. And still, this is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground.
What do we do,
Their
then?
threat to Natlan remains as real as ever.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley line. Immediately
Ley
after the war,
lines.
our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss. But at that time, we were a nation of the destitute. Our people no longer believed in victory, nor did they hold hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wyab nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish to even dream of defeating the Abyss in the future. So, the Archon had a long and involved discussion with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save Natlan.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But there's still something I don't understand. Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon
What?
from back then. And it was you.
I thought the Pyro Archon was a man.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
What?
That's right. The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time. Or rather, the natural limitations of our lifespan.
And also the Pyro Archon was supposed to be a different person.
A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse.
Like, Farina.
But, as we all know, Natlan doesn't have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So, in other words, this is your second life?
So you came back. You set it up so that you would come back 500 years later.
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because the tribes
So
came together
you
as one.
were the original Pyro Archon?
If the Natlan of the future was to have a fighting chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes. The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each tribe's Wyab. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wyab would select a hero, indicating the tribe was once again ready for war. The Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of
Milani?
old 500 years ago.
Then
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja, the same one held by the hero from your tribe 500 years ago. It means unity. After your adventure in the Night Kingdom, I trust you've come to fully understand the meaning of that name.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wyab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes. According to the plan, each tribe was supposed to have been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on to them. Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wyab has been blocked.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic the Abyss is using against us. The Abyss may not possess intelligence, but its methods certainly aren't easy to counter. If we want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name-bearer must establish a greater connection to their name. So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shilonen of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy,
Kinich,
and Iansan of the Collective
Iansan.
of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names. During your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wyab, Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your
So
name.
who are the last 2 people?
But we have less than a year!
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered. That's also why I haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything
You
go a
gotta
lot
work
faster?
for it, girl.
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could
But
mean
then
failing to
Shilonen and
realize your
Kinich
full
knowing early
potential.
seemed to work out fine for them.
Just like your determination to save Kachina, I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength of will, rather than a sense of obligation.
So I suppose you're not going to tell us who the final two heroes are then?
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development.
Who are they?
I can only trust in the judgment of the Wyab. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others that we managed to get this far. Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual, but in us all. You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get away with avoiding the topic.
Huh? Oh, right! All the stuff you stored here before, where did it all go?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role to play in my plan. In addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important purpose: fuel.
Fuel? So back then, that's why you...
Yes. The stories embodied by those items are certainly important, but there's an even more significant trait they all share. Every item belonged to a hero of Natlan. Over time, they became imbued with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. On their own, each item's power is limited. But together, their
So
combined
you
effect can
sacrificed
prove
the
quite
memories
useful in
of
a
so
dire
many
situation.
people to save
By
us.
burning those items, I was able to activate the contending fire stored within them to open the boundary between the two worlds. It was a rather crude approach.
It's
so
kind of
all
crazy
their
for,
power was
for us to
depleted in an
think that
instant,
this
as
is
you
in
can
fact
see.
the original Pyro Archon we're looking at. I still can't believe it though. Like, I guess it must have been a mistranslation or something for them, because it sounded like the original Pyro Archon was a male.
But weren't they all precious treasures? What about their stories?
That's exactly why I
But no,
dragged you all
Malvika
here.
seems to be the
No matter
original
what,
one.
I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have
The way
to
Venti and
use that
Zhongli
power.
were talking, it seemed like we were never gonna run into her again.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the Abyss. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute to Natlan's survival. If they knew those items helped save the present-day heroes of Natlan, they would not mourn their loss.
Even when you put it that way, I still feel bad.
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. We simply carry them with us in a different form. In that sense,
Yeah,
we didn't lose anything
it's
at
called
all.
memories.
If you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve in the battles to come. Your deeds will become new legends and nurture new forms of power, just like the items once stored here.
Well, we'd still like to return the favor.
Well, if that's the case, just treat me to a drink sometime. Now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory feast and celebrate your team's triumph in the Night Warden Wars. And we could all use the rest, that's for sure. Plus, you'll be able to silence everyone who doubted you once and for all, Kachina.
Still, now that I know the danger we're facing,
Well, we won the battle,
victory
but
feast
the
doesn't
war
feel
is
right.
still ongoing.
Try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay calm. Worrying about it will only affect your judgment. All right. You should head out. I'll join you in a bit.
Malvika? So that means that photo of Malvika's family was from 500 years ago. Where are we?
When I was was young, I used to
Atea.
sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natlan. They attract people from all walks of life. Friends come easy here, no matter what tribe you're from. The people of the springs have never claimed the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies together. It's been really nice, seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand the true value of the springs. I've
Is she
witnessed
trying to
their
talk to
energy, their
Ateo for one
determination,
last
their
time?
absolute passion for life. Even when they cause trouble, I never managed to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how quickly they worm their way
Her
back into my
brooch.
good graces. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possesses infinite potential. I can see it. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me. So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Goodbye, Atea. Just where are we? She reminds me so much of Bayonetta with that outfit. I'm talking about the skin suit.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided.
Men in crop
and yet you
tops.
promise victory in the distant future. The Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you in victory. But you came to me because you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed. Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt. For Natlan.
For Natlan.
So, you're gonna head 500 years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon
Your
again?
sister. Oh.
What about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear. The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support. We will do everything we can to rebuild the tribes. Don't you worry. Even across time, we will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
Yeah, Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
Aww.
I'll come find you one day. I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day.
That
If
makes
there's
you
an
so
answer out there somewhere,
sad.
I'm gonna find it. So, don't forget
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
All the past people in her life.
No one fights alone.
So many fallen heroes. A lot of pressure on her.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome
Wait,
the
that
next
rules are
tragedy.
my legacy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it
Was
means
that-
to love.
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us
That-
the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
That is the original Pyro Archon. The original one.
Who will be the one to bring this to
He got a good voice, that's all I gotta say. No. He's dead though.
We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
She has legacies to bear. Attend the banquet. Wow. Well, y'all, I'm going the wrong way. No, I'm not. I'm going the right way. But yeah, I see now. So 500 years ago, she became the Archon, but she wasn't the first one. The first one was like forever ago. Forever ago.
Koichi, you here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to deliver
I forget
some
that Venti and
medicine.
Zhongli are like
I was about
thousands
to
of
leave,
years old,
actually.
and the Archon War was only 500 years ago.
It's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made it back. It's just... Well, I'll make things awkward if I'm around my sister right now.
Ah, well, you two had a fight, so Paimon can understand.
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
Of course not.
Yeah, she was super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful information about the Abyss.
That's good. That's all I needed to know.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty outspoken when we first met, but now it's like you're holding something back.
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left, but I did it for a reason. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no idea what you might face in the Night Kingdom, so I didn't want to take any chances.
So what you're saying is...
You deliberately provoked her so that she would take impulse out on you.
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it works pretty well. It helps her keep her cool for a little while, at least. Anyway, I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe and sound. That's all I wanted.
But do you really have to go that far? Can't you just talk it out?
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain, especially to her family.
Aw.
She can't learn about this, or it'll be even harder to help her. I appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. I'll find a way to help her ease this burden. Anyway, I need to get going. Enjoy the celebration. Oh, and if you ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Huh. Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing?
They're trying to look over each other on the
In
way.
the end, it's all the Abyss's fault. Paimon's had enough of them.
The Abyss, me. Enter the inn. Let's eat, gamers. Finally. Oh my gosh, this dancing guy.
Let Let's give a huge round of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
I think this is the theme of Natlan playing in the background, y'all. I was worried that they cut out the theme of Natlan, but I think the music in the background was Natlan's melody.
Woohoo! Well done, Kachina. Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad I finally made it.
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential at your age, you have a great future ahead of you.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be dealing with you when we get back.
I had no choice. My friend invited me. I couldn't just say no.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to find that bearer injured in the wild, so I stopped to bandage his wounds. When he insisted on repaying the favor, what was I supposed to do? I'm just one person. I figured Kachina would have no trouble replacing me.
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about swapping teams too.
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like that.
Yes,
It's amazing
apologize
that
to
you
her.
Still made it all the way through to the Night Warden Wars. That's the highest honor.
So, what about you guys? Did you make it far?
Tee.
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned up late to the stadium on the day.
Wait, these are the people that left Kachina, I just realized. Huh?
Serves you all right. No sympathy for me.
Alright. There's no need to be like that, Uncle Pakal. Dear friends, I'd like to say a few words.
Aw.
Firstly, I'm grateful
Kanich.
to my friends
Kanich
and our
looks like
great
such a
Archon for
punk in the
helping to
background.
bring me
Malvika
back.
also, sort
This
of.
traveler and his
They're
companion
just both
Paimon
like, just
are
kind
some
of
of
here.
the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing. They've agreed to let me learn from them. With their help, I believe I can become even stronger still.
You know, unironically, I feel like Kachina. I'm sorry, I've been making so many comparisons to Dawn Trail with this entire quest line, but I feel like Kachina has been a better representation of someone trying to learn from us better than a certain somebody else from the Dawn Trail main scenario.
And let's not forget my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the Traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from the Night Kingdom. They too deserve to be called our heroes. So, please give another round of applause for them. Thank you so much.
Well said!
I'll drink to that.
How does it feel being a hero, Kachina?
To be honest, it's a bit overwhelming. It all just feels so surreal. Well, you better get used to it. Next up, undefeated champion!
That way, I'll become a champion coach.
Hey, please don't make fun of me.
We have one more let me talk to Kanich.
My apologies. I knew more than I let on. Everything comes
Yeah,
at a
Kanich,
price.
it's okay.
Most heroes aren't people who set out to become a hero. If you cling too tightly to your goal, you end up losing things that are far more precious. But in any case, we're now on the same page. I wonder how long before the two final heroes appear. From the Flower Feather Clan
Oh
and the
my
Masters of the
gosh.
Nightwind.
So the Flower Feather Clan, it's either Sitlali or it's what's her face right here. I forgot her name already. Chaska. And I'm very worried because one of the heroes we're looking for
Everything
is
comes up if you cling
from
too- But in any case, I wonder how long.
the Night Wind. And last we heard, the Night Wind is supposed to have a betrayer. A traitor in there. So there's a lot of things to unpack from that. Malvika we'll talk to obviously in a second. We have plenty of other people to talk to at first. Where are the people? Who do we have to talk to? Oh. We have her.
I've been through so much all at once. Everything still kind of feels like a dream. Are you still feeling unwell? Nope, all better now. I told you I bounced
Everybody
back
dancing
pretty
looks
quick.
so
So
silly.
I bet you guys must be tired though. Make sure
Girl,
you get
I'm
some good
gonna
rest
play
tonight.
some
You gotta
PvP after
recharge so
this.
you'll be in the mood to
Or
have
maybe
fun.
Overwatch. We'll see. Let me talk to you.
It cost us a lot.
Oh.
But we got Kachina back safely, and that's what matters.
That is
There'll
what
be even
matters.
tougher challenges coming our way in the days ahead, though.
Eon-san, I
train
want to
harder,
roll for
make
you.
sure
I
we're
want
in
your
peak
quest. I'm
condition.
so excited. I always really liked
You,
Eon-san's
Paimon.
design.
I can do a special one-off session to show you the ropes. Interested?
Even back when she was first introduced to us 4 years ago, I said that I was going to roll for Eon-san ever since then. So we're going to have to roll for her.
It's rare to meet travelers as strong and brave as yourselves. I raised my glass
You're
to
pretty
you.
good yourself.
Anyway, my sister's already gone back to our tribe. She has patients to treat.
Oh, we actually ran into her on the way here and
Well,
Paimon just thinks she really cares about you.
Yeah, I'm planning on visiting home myself in a few days. To tell her and the rest of the family that they need to be extra careful. I just hope they take it seriously. The Abyss has likely sensed your arrival in Natlan by now. So exercise
so maybe
caution
my
on your
freaking
adventures as
sister
well.
will show up, huh? Okay, we still have to talk to Molani and then we can talk to Malvika. Let me see, is there anyone up here? Oh my goodness, there's like a whole other room over here. Okay, let's talk to Molani. Oh, this is a whole
At
cutscene.
previous victory feasts, you'd always find me in the crowd singing and dancing. But after what I found out today, it's too much. I'm still trying
Yeah,
to
it looks like
process
I think we're about to be done. I'm pretty sure this is it.
Out of sorts.
I think we're about to be done with this quest.
Is this another pearl of wisdom based on your adventuring experience?
Well, Paimon agrees with the Traveler. Everyone's come together to celebrate Kachina's achievements. That's gotta be a first.
You're right. Kachina looks really happy. And now I'm being the moody one. Enough doom and gloom. Time to shake it off.
And then we have to talk to... Oh, hello? Molani?
All right, Kachina, let's party.
I'm a little
Are
embarrassed.
y'all gonna dance?
Be.
Oh my
You're the star
gosh.
of the show today.
They're dancing. Okay, let's wrap this up. I'm pretty sure this is the end right here. This has to be the end.
Ah, you're here. Have some fruit juice. I got it specially for you.
Fruit juice. Is that what they're calling it nowadays?
You look like you've still got questions. Ask away.
Oh yeah, this is definitely the end. We got to ask her questions. Why didn't you get the heroes of the past to come join you in this age?
Because they had their own lives to live. The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time. For in 500 years, Natlan will be destroyed. It seemed too cruel. You could just as easily point out that everything in this world would come to an end eventually. But life is short. And beyond a point, it just doesn't seem real. Imagine if I said, let's leave right now, and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. It would sound quite ridiculous. I couldn't make them shoulder that burden with me.
So you took it
Besides,
alone.
Every generation will have its heroes, this one included. The plan could still work without them, or, of course, without me. But since I was the one who came up with the plan, I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
Paimon suddenly remembered
So you
that
basically
portrait in
time
your room.
traveled.
Was that your family from back then?
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who
Oh,
my
you
sister
don't
grew up to
know.
be, the truth is that very little
Who knows? Maybe
information
she could have
survives.
been the Power Archon after
From
you.
what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist. She played an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses.
But of course, none of her buildings are around anymore. Still, it was an impressive achievement, and I'm very proud of her. You feel loss keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. But this is something I have long since come to terms with. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am already far more fortunate than those who lost their lives to the Abyss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through to the very end, no matter what I may find there.
So if you're already aware of fate, do you know?
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything ends has already been written, including your plan?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, present, and future coexist, and all are equally important. Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the here and now. And it's precisely because we humans cannot know our fate that we will never give up on our struggle. This is a pivotal moment. We are still 2 heroes short. Well, 3 to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side. Whatever it takes.
Surely you don't mean me.
Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. It would easily make you an all-important
Well, of course
figure
we're
in the
gonna join
upcoming
you.
battle. If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey, but I will also forge a brand new ancient name for you.
So that means if we perish...
Ancient names can be forged?
They can. Several strict conditions must be met, but if they couldn't be forged at all, then the number of them in circulation would have long dwindled to 0. Possessing an ancient name would mean that your adventures in Natlan are recorded in full. Your stories would be remembered by our people for all the
I
years
wonder
to
if this
come.
is immune to
The Ode
effects
Resurrection
of
may have
like...
temporarily lost its power, but still, take this as my personal guarantee.
I wonder if it
that I
would be
shall
affected
never
by
let you fall.
the Ermine soul.
Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs. This nation always honors its heroes.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen right away. She's the one who will forge the name. We've never forged an ancient name for an Outlander before, but I trust she'll find a way.
A foreigner? Well, I guess we're becoming one with them. Blackstone under a Whitestone. We did it, gamers.
My lord.
Oh.
We've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her
Uh-oh, they found out.
Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of
Wow,
an
he's a
opponent
man
in
with
time of
principles.
weakness.
Okay, I can respect
I don't
that.
intend to start now. As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
Oh, this is the
No matter
traitor.
how dense the fog,
It's a boy,
as
a
long
man.
As the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top.
You don't
of
have
that.
much time. What does that mean for
What do
him?
you plan to do next?
You don't have much time. He's running on limited time?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
So that's that's the traitor. It's a male. An unfamiliar male voice.
Oh, something else
Yes,
you'd like to
Lord
ask?
Dumpus. So tell us about the captain.
Well, our intel suggests he hasn't made any new movements yet.
So
Although
Knitch
Knitch's
has been busy
investigation helped
looking
us
for
confirm
him.
that he's being aided by someone from the Masters of the Nightwind.
Oh, surely this Masters of the Nightwind person isn't the hero we're looking for, Malvika. Because if it is, if they're the same person, we got a problem here.
I'm getting closer to narrowing down who that may be, but it's still unclear whether this person aided the captain out of willingness or coercion. If you learn anything about this during your adventures, please let me know. Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
About the elemental energy in the Abyss.
The Abyss is the most formidable enemy in all of Teyvat. In the beginning, it took failure and tragedy to even begin to learn how to fight back. All of the methods you've seen in other nations were developed based on experience and insight passed down over generations. We know them to work, but
Honestly, I'm
few
not
of us
very
actually
familiar with many
understand
ways. I'm not
It's
very
the same
familiar
for the
with many
mother
ways of
lilies here
fighting
in
the
Natlan.
abyss.
Ever since
We
ancient
have.
times,
I'm
elemental
now that I'm
energy
really
has
thinking
been
about it.
one
Do
of
we
our
really
most
have ways to
reliable
fight the
weapons
abyss?
against the abyss.
But yeah, I guess that's all I really know is elemental energy.
As for the principles behind it, I'm afraid you might have to seek answers from someone older than the position of Pyro Archon itself.
The only ones we know older than that are dragons, girl.
Oh, something
You're
else you'd like
basically
to ask?
telling us that our only hope is to ask Dane's Leaf? Actually, I don't even know if Dane's Leaf's that old. Or the dragons. So, about the absence of people from Natlan and other nations.
That also comes down to the long-standing effects of the abyss. Our people's survival is inextricably tied to the Wyab.
So, as far as we knew beforehand, it was basically a part of the cultural customs of Natlan, where the people are not to leave. Some people thought it was because it was like the rules, like you would get killed or something like that if you tried to leave. But it looks like that actually is true, but not in the way we thought.
But their power has its limits. They cannot offer our people the same degree of protection outside our borders. In fact, people who do decide to leave often suffer from memory loss and emotional issues.
Okay, so Vanessa I know is from Natlan. I don't know if she had those issues. I'm trying to remember. It's been so long since I read that manga.
Everyone in Natlan understands this. That's why our people never leave without a good cause. Even if someone is left with no choice, the chief of their tribe must seek approval with the Wyab to grant them leave. And the Wyab have always been very strict about granting that approval, since extending protection beyond our borders means consuming power reserved for our fight against the abyss. Still, there's no need to worry.
I think
The
Vanessa
Wyab
left
extend their
before
protection to
all this
within
stuff with the
Natlan,
abyss even
including
happened.
visitors from afar. Oh, something else you'd like to ask?
I got no other questions now. Milady? We did it, gamers. We are done. We are caught up with current main scenario story, and it's good.
My apologies. Everything comes at a... If you
I'm
cling
still
too
thinking
tight-
about
in any
this.
case, I wonder how long before the two final heroes appear.
Yeah, I'm
From the
pretty
Flower Feather
sure
Clan and the Masters
this
of the
Flower
Night
Feather Clan, if that's not, God, I keep forgetting her name. Chaska. If it's not Chaska, I think it's Sitlali. But I don't know who this Windfeather Clan person is, and if it really might actually be the traitor. Which, if it's the traitor, that puts a real bugaboo into our plans, doesn't it? Ooh, wait, where's my gems for finishing MSQ? Give me those gems. Yeah! Yeah, we can do Molani's quest now. I will probably try to do Molani's quest next week. But yeah, I want to start doing the Tribal Chronicles. We need to do this because this is a time-limited rewards here. I think this boss is for some type of person material. It might be for, what's her name? God, I don't remember her name. Kachina. I think Kachina might use this map. Maybe Molani, too. I'm just trying to look at all our options here. I think we are pretty much all cut up, though. Okay then, gamers. I overall was very happy with the Archon quest. I think it being shorter than Fontaine was a good idea. I'm very happy that it's shorter than Fontaine. Concise, well-pacing is always good. I think they did a fantastic job introducing characters and showing their motivations and all of that. And I think it was just all engaging. And I'm not worried for Natlan's story. It's just... Gosh, I keep comparing it with Final Fantasy XIV Dawn Trail because one thing Dawn Trail does very well is representation. Which, one thing Dawn Trail struggles with though is good pacing and good engaging dialogue. Which Genshin has the advantage over. Like, it's just such a shame because both type of storytelling and both types of quests have so much to learn from each other, and if you could just mishmash the good from both, you would have such a fantastic story. And I have such a bias because I played Dawn Trail recently, right? So I can't help but compare the two, and yeah, it's such a shame because both have such good things going for them, but both are overridden with so many problems that I just wish they could look at each other and learn from. Right? So yeah, that it just leaves a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth. Anyway, those are my thoughts for now. I will probably be back next week to do Molani's quest here, the tribe quest. And yeah, we will end here. There's nobody I really want to raid, so we will just awkwardly disappear for now.